Hello everyone and welcome to Prelude for another Let's Play. So let me give you a bit of a heads up. As you may have noticed on the screen, I have a snow elf character. Here's the deal. I'm having a ton of fun with Morbus, our witch hunter, but I've been giving about 2 or 3 other builds some serious thought, and I think it would just add a little bit more to what you guys can view in the channel. Um, I'm doing this for fun, so I thought this would be a lot of fun. I want to roleplay an interesting kind of character. It's funny, I'm a bit of a nerd. I just sit and write all of this down, and then I want to present it to all of you. So here goes. Here are my thoughts. I will tell you what the plan is for the beginning. So here's the thought. Snow elf. Okay, if you know your history, a lot of this will make sense. But if you don't, I would recommend looking at YouTube and checking out some other videos. Long story short, snow elves fought the Nords. The Nords began to win. They made a pact with the Dwemer, or dwarves, and they eventually turned into the Falmer, those wretched little creatures that infest all the dwarven ruins. Well, our character here was a paladin during the time of those wars, and he was there at the battle with the Prince of the Snow Elves. He fought valiantly, but saw his leader die. I'll keep going here, and I'll kind of create the character as we kind of talk about this. So he saw that defeat. No. And he, it shook him to his core. He got away from that battle and survived, and he was part of the group that went to the dwarves. And part of that pact that they made with him is the dwarves would protect them, but they would have to become subservient to them. Eventually they're slaves, eventually the Falmer, because they fed them this fungus. They lost their eyesight. So basically, this guy right here, not going to make him that big. He went along with it for a while. He was a very devout paladin of Auriel, also known as Akatosh, which is the... not Akatosh. Oh, come on. I just lost it. No, it is Akatosh. Sorry, I was thinking of RK. So Akatosh, which is, the dragon god. So during the end of his time, I guess, his story is he was in Blackreach, in a dwarven city, and had enough. He had just begun losing his eyesight. Okay, and which, go ahead and reflect that here real quick. There you go. So he's losing his eyesight at this time. This is ancient times, and he leads a revolt against the Dwemer, and they're losing. They lose very quickly. They squish the little rebellion, and he's stuck in Blackreach and prays to Akatosh to save him, because he's a paladin. He's extremely faithful, but kind of in a naive way, just an all-out faith, and the crushing defeat really changes him quite a bit. Akatosh sees fit to actually seal him away and preserve him for a very long time. So technically the snow elf here, for the mod, kind of calls them Falmer, right? But he's not. He's like stage 1. So he's still extremely intelligent, but because he's been sealed away for thousands of years, he has lost practically all memory of who he was before. He knows deep down inside he hates Nords, and he's not entirely sure why. He knows nothing of the actual Falmer, because he's never seen them. And he hates the dwarves, but he thinks they are everywhere. He thinks they rule. He doesn't know that they have completely disappeared, and he's in a bit of a warpath. So our character here is going to be brought back by Akatosh and given a vision and a very quick little word of advice, I guess, or a creed. Um, he tells him to head west to a city of two foes, and we'll discover what that means as we play and move on. Here, I don't want. He would not wear. Where is it? He would not wear war paint, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of that. And yes, he's definitely got scars. So that's the general beginning, and there's a few interesting overarching things that will occur. I just want to tease at that. I don't necessarily want to tell anything or give anything away, but he's fascinated with Dwarven technology only because he's a little conflicted. He's upset with Akatosh, let them down. He was very devout. He sees that the Dwemer are extremely powerful because of their automatons, because of their technology, and actually wishes to harness part of that, which is very different than a lot of the other snow elves. So he's a bit of an anomaly even within his own race, if his race were still around. So that's the general idea. I kind of like his hair. Actually, I think his looks fine right here. So that's what we're gonna leave it off at, and we will name him. I kind of have this Latin theme, right? There we go. I'm not entirely sure how to say that. So, Diceus, which means fallen. So, and he's kind of interesting looking. Like, look at his hands; they're all red and kind of messed up. But if we look at his inherent ability, he has frost flesh. So it wraps the caster in frost, increases armor rating by 84 for 60 seconds. But he is also weak to fire. He's a snow elf, and he is very resistant to cold. So benefits, drawbacks. This is good. And here's what he kind of looks like. It's an interesting character, an interesting model. I'm actually pretty excited for this series. I'm going to do both at the same time and just kind of alternate, I think. But I'd like some feedback to let to see what everybody thinks. But that's our little prelude to a new series. So hope everybody likes it. Hope everybody's excited. I know I am. I'm probably going to render this out and actually get started and see what I can do. So thanks for everybody for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Later.